Bristol Palin announces second pregnancy. Drew, go ahead.
The 24-year-old daughter of former vice presidential candidate and SNL punching bag Sarah Palin has spent the last 7 years since her mom's failed bid for the White House making abstinence and holiness in general her personal and very profitable cause celeb. In 2008, 17-year-old Palin's unplanned teen pregnancy threatened to derail her mom's White House hopes. But her potential embarrassing narrative quickly turned to one of resilience, and the reality shows followed. Palin appeared on season 11 of Dancing with the Stars and her own Lifetime documentary series, Bristol Palin, Life's a Trip. In 2009, Palin earned $262,500 as the Candy Foundation's teen pregnancy ambassador.
Wow.
But that same year told Fox's Greta Van Susteren, quote, "Everyone should be abstinent or whatever, but it's not realistic at all." Palin, whose recent engagement to former Marine and Medal of Honor awardee Dakota Meyer ended mysteriously and abruptly, broke the baby news on her personal blog Thursday. I wanted you guys to be the first to know that I'm pregnant. Honestly, I've been trying my hardest to keep my chin up on this one, wrote Palin. I know this has been and will be a huge disappointment to my family, to my close friends, and to many of you, continued Palin, mother of 6-year-old Tripp, with her first ex-fiancé, Levi Johnson, which sounds like a porn name. But please respect Tripp's and my privacy during this time. I do not want any lectures, and I do not want any sympathy. Thus far, Meyer, who has made more than 65,000 followers on Twitter and who Mama Palin once called an American hero, has remained silent on the subject of Bristol's baby.
My name is Levi Johnson.
I've got to jump in and say, how fucking dare that the person who literally lectures people on being abstinent, goes and says, "Now don't lecture me."
Yeah.
Go get the fuck out of here.
How amazing is that, man?
She gets paid out of the ass and then doesn't know how to take it in the ass.
Oh, Jesus. Leave it to Coctopus Prom to make that fucking joke.
Really, right?
You know, it's really disturbing. I guess the only benefit that I can see is that with like a screaming infant in the house, at least there's something around more annoying than her mother.
Yeah.
You know? And dumber, by the way.
The one thing I don't get, and Drew, sorry, you can go, is the comment she made, like, quote, "I wanted you guys to be the first to know that I am pregnant. Honestly, I've been trying my hardest to keep my chin up about this one." Now, wonder if you're that child when you're a teenager and you actually go through the internet and you find that fucking comment, dude. I'm like, wouldn't that make you feel like fucking shit?
Well, his last name's... I mean, he's in the Palin family. I mean, that ought to make him feel like shit enough. No, I was going to say, dude, over $260,000 preaching this shit.
Yeah.
Abstinence only. I mean, dude, TJ, we need to quit podcasting and go around and tell, like, teenagers not to fuck.
I think we all need to stop podcasting and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the Skeptic Fence needs to do. We go around and get kids. Wrap it up.
The funny thing about this also, and I think Dan Savage brought this point up, which I thought was great, is, you know, imagine if this was Obama's daughter. You know, the outcry and the slander. Fox would have a fucking field day over this fucking shit, right?
Dude, didn't they make a big deal off of, like, one of the Obama daughters taking, like, a selfie?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Paul?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't realize I was muted, but yeah. That's great. The hypocrisy of someone who's teaching everyone else to be abstinent is the one who gets knocked up, and then, oh, don't lecture me on it. Okay, all right, you hypocrite.
Yeah, even for a Palin, that's like a lot.
And plus, what her son's name is Tripp Palin. What the fuck kind of name? That's just torture on a kid.
You know how much... He's named after what happened, how she got pregnant. You see, she tripped and fell on a dick.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Repeatedly, right?
Repeatedly, yeah. Tripped and fell repeatedly.
Oh my god, that's funny. Oh.
I'm kind of curious because I'd never heard the name Tripp or Bristol before the Palins. Is that like a common name where y'all are from?
Bristol, I've heard of.
No,
I never heard of. Well, they're Tripp too. You can, you know.
Well,
you got Jack Tripper as the last name. Jack Tripper, you know, last name.
Yeah,
I'm saying like
the
Tripp
last
is...
name and maybe as a character name, but as a fucking name? Hell no.
No, that's like your doper friend in high school.
Right?
Yo, Tripp.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out over at Tripp's house, man.
Yeah.
Gonna get stoned and watch cartoons.
We're gonna catch shit for attacking your family.
We're gonna watch Teletubbies, man. Yeah.
Fuck the Palins.
The Palins have literally attacked people. You know, they're
yeah,
known for being these over the top, just oh god, classic case of the empty barrel making the most noise.
Yeah, exactly. And there's people out there saying, "Oh well, you know, her first pregnancy that really killed Sarah Palin's run for presidency." I'm like, dude, that had no effect. Sarah Palin was just a
killed Sarah
fucking
Palin's chances.
idiot, dude. Yeah,
Right.
she was the cause of her own failure. It's like, what the fuck? But one point I want to bring up, it's just so amazing how people support abstinence-only education, where. You know, and basically all this bullshit you got to make comes from the Bible. You know, that's the shit they preach. You know, telling kids not to have sex before marriage and shit like that. You know, they just need to realize, and I'm sure they realize, but they don't really give a fuck that teenagers have these sexual urges, and it's natural. It's definitely natural. And to you kids out there, it's natural, and suppressing those types of feelings it could be very dangerous. You know, we can look at Josh Duggar. You know, you can molest your own sisters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like it seems like places with abstinence only are the ones that have the worst problems too. It's like Tennessee, Texas. Other ones have problems with fucking teen pregnancies, STDs, and shit.
And isn't that the highest demographic of teenage pregnancies is in the South, like Alabama, Louisiana, and all that? Yeah.
Where they don't teach
And
how to have
STDs,
safe sex. Yeah.
And evangelicals. And evangelicals have higher abortion rates too.
I think
And divorce rates too, actually.
Repeat teen pregnancies.
correct.
as well.
And in Northeast New Hampshire was like the lowest of teen pregnancies, and they have like the education, sex education up there. So I found that
abstinence only is complete horseshit. It's not going to solve anything. People forget what they're like when they were kids, right? I don't know about you, but when I was a teenager, I wanted to fuck everything that moved.
exactly. Seriously, my first, I'll tell you guys this because it's pretty fucking funny. So we have where I grew up, there was a mall, and there was these trees outside the mall, and some girl, we used to hang out with, right? Good looking chick. Dude, she used to have sex with all of us, like behind the tree, and she was my first time I had sex. Dude, I'm like,
I thought you were going to say she had sex with a tree.
No, behind the tree. When
Interesting.
cars
I thought he was going to say
like,
that she filmed while the rest of him and his friends had sex together.
It seriously lasted like fucking
Underneath
30
the tree.
It seriously lasted like fucking 30 seconds, too. I think it was like 16 or something. 15.
Yeah.
I was like,
Jesus,
oh,
I lost my virginity at 13.
13, yeah, I think it was 15, somewhere around there, 14, 15. I don't know. I forget what
Well,
age it
I
was.
didn't. After 13, I didn't sleep with anyone again until like 15, and then after that, I didn't sleep with anyone again until like, it was like the same person over and over until 18, I think, and then from there it was all downhill.
So yeah, I'm like, to all you teenagers out there that are receiving this abstinence-only education, go have sex, but just use protection, all right? Have fun with it. Just fucking
That's
have
the
fun.
main thing is use protection, be safe about it. But there's no reason to restrict yourself that much. Like, oh yeah, wait until marriage. That's the whole thing. They're trying to push, like you said, the biblical thing. That's what they're trying to push the most as possible. It's supposed to be sex is supposed to be inside of marriage. It's supposed to be married. You're supposed to be devoted to each other. Blah 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 blah.
What are you laughing at, Drew? You all right?
Reading the chat.
No,
like,
you're
in the
reading
middle
the-
of a
you're
direct-
reading-
Somebody asked
you're reading the
what the
chat.
name of the guy I lost my virginity to was, and I said her name was Russell.
Oh, I didn't even read the chat. I'm not reading chat. Oh, that's fucking funny as shit.
And 1AK said, I'm still a virgin unless oral counts. And I said, yeah, that's right. 1AK blew me once.
Oh, 1AK.
We love you,
Oh,
buddy.
you set yourself up
Yeah,
for that
we-
one, brother.
God.
That's funny. So, God, we're ahead of schedule already. Jesus Christ. Anything else on this topic? I mean, like, it is what it is.
She's a fucking
Just-
hypocrite.
just
She's
like-
an
Wait,
idiot.
wait, wait, let's take bets on what the next kid's name is going to be.
That's a good one. I like that. Okay.
If it's a girl and she names it Fall, that will be fucking hilarious.
Trip and
Yeah.
fall.
Yeah, that would be hilarious, actually.
That would be pretty good because, that's again how she ended up pregnant.
Maybe anal. Name it anal.
Oh God.
Jesus.
What I
I'm
should have done.
thinking- oh,
What I should have done. Anal.
Reagan. I'm going with Reagan.
Reagan will probably be like a middle name or something. Reagan was a little girl from The Exorcist, wasn't it?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
he was
it's
some
Reagan.
old actor that liked to sleep a lot, and America somehow elected president, and people still yap on about.
But he tore down that wall.
He also built the Star Wars program.
wall. Jesus.
Jesus.
And the Star Wars program.
Where's Jesus?
Yay.
The funny thing is, people at my work say Jesus. I hear them say Jesus, man, or God. I'm like, where? they know I'm an atheist. I'm like, you fucking dick. I'm like, oh, well, you said Jesus. I thought maybe he's fucking back.
You got to keep them on their toes.
Gotta
man.
keep them on their toes, man.
Yeah.
Somebody pointed it out. Instead of abstinence only, they should just teach anal only.
Since we got a little time to
Yeah.
BS here before we get to our second topic, so at work Friday, right, yesterday, so I seen it come over on my ticker, CNN, like, oh yeah, Supreme Court made a decision on a big issue, blah blah, and it came up, Supreme Court rules, gay marriage, same-sex marriage legal in all 50 states nationwide. So I'm like, oh, and I'm like, yes. I was like, yes, roll out. And I was like, what are you talking? I was like, don't worry about it, right? So I was in my boss's office, and we were all sitting there, and there was a fundamentalist Christian. All right, she sits in his office, right? She uses his office, and she was in there. So I was like, you know what? Let me just put a little stab out there, just a little stab. I'm like, damn. I was like, I pretend the ticker came up at that time. I'm like, oh shit. And my boss goes, oh, what's that? I'm like, oh, CNN just came up, said same-sex marriage is now legal in 50 states. Her head was like, turned around, looked at me, and she goes, really? I'm like, oh yeah, it's legal now. She goes, oh. And she turned around, she started fucking typing. I'm like, oh shit.